Hey guys, Thomas Cicely Jr. here, aka Mustached Tom, and welcome back to some more Digimon World Dawn. So, as you can see, I have adjusted the screen to being left to right, where um, my battle stuff is on my right side and all the other info is on my left side. So hopefully this will be more helpful for the YouTube when I upload this to YouTube. So, since this is more of a weaker episode and I'll probably be more focused on training aspects, I'll probably just talk about stuff that may not be directly related to this game unless something new pops up. But I came out of, ever since the last vid that I did my reviews for uh, Resident Evil, the final chapter, which I actually saw some other reviews. And after seeing those reviews, I got more confused about the timeline of Resident Evil as a series because I think one or two, or maybe even more, reviewers came to saying that the the characters, the robot from the second movie, the intelligent little girl, her thing, like her story in that doesn't fit with the final chapter's version. And I don't know, like I think that actually confused me too after seeing those reviews. I still think that that movie was not well shot and that the characters were, well, pretty much cannon fodder. Ooh, excuse me. It's super cold. It's all about the winter time. And the only other movie I watched was A Dog's Purpose. Ooh, Hakumon, a season two Digimon. And I talked about this in an article very recently, how I really do have respect for Digimon's ability to, in each season, and not only in each season, but in each game within the main franchise, being Digimon World, always being able to have a new mechanic and make it work with the season. And that started ever since Digimon Season 2 and Digimon World 2. Like, those really brought out the sort of idea and concept that Digimon World and Digimon in general seem to always go back and forth, or I should say, constantly change. So I think some Digimon in this game, and this might be the equivalent for Digimon. Digimon Cyber Sleuth. Um, that some of them, their percentages that you see on the screen there, when it goes up, they go up by different percents. I think that's how it functions. Like Hawkmon, when I fought him, went up by 10% unless every Digimon goes up by 10% and I just didn't notice. But anyways, yeah, that big damage. So I might want to train here for a bit, so I just want to talk about stuff. And I could have sworn I bought more items, but that's fine. Alright, move around a bit. Alright, Hakumon again. No, another season 2 guy, Armadillomon. Armadillomon. Yeah, that was bad impersonation. I haven't seen season 2 in such a long time. And that's such an odd thing to say coming from seeing all the Digimon Tri movies and seeing what they did to season 2 characters with that. Oh, geez, Agumon's just taking that damage. I actually kind of feel bad. Ooh, that was not good damage. Let's try fire. Critical hit. That did it. Alright. And I'm kind of curious with the whole thing on the left screen. I wonder if I can actually fit 2 more Digimon on my roster here. Or if I have to replace somebody. So, of course, Salamon and Agumon take way more damage now than Flamo. Flamo being level 20 and the other two being level 8 and level 7 respectively. Let's hope this kills him. Yeah. No, it did not. But Flamo gets to move again, so that's fine. That worked out a-okay. So these guys are pretty tough. Which is why I called for a leveling up. Alright. You gotta remember my buttons. Let's see, items. There we go. Should be good. Definitely gotta buy more of those. See anything up here? That was like a whole nother set of path. Interesting. Okay. 50%. So I guess whoever I get to 100%, I'll just see if I can hatch them and see what the actual gimmick is, how many Digimon I can actually hold in battle. Because I think if I can have 5 guys, that would make me super good and super effective at this game. Whew. Because I know in Digimon World 3 and then in Digimon Cyber Sleuth it was 3 maximum, so I wonder if that's the case here. But I was talking about season 2 a bit and how that whole thing was. And I always had a respect for Veemon. So I'm gonna actually switch topics because I actually wanted to talk about Veemon, because Veemon, for those of you who don't know me personally, Veemon is actually one of my favorite Digimon. His entire line, that being, like, when he was introduced in season 2, I kind of grew accustomed to him, and then, yeah, he kind of grew on me after that. So Veemon was interesting because to me, he was like the way I see Goku in comparison to Superman, for example, in the context of Death Battle. Now, I know that not everyone agrees with the whole Death Battle outcome, both of them that being, but let's just take that context and say that for the sake of argument, let's just say that a Superman is stronger than Goku. In that context, to me, Agumon would be the equivalent of Superman, and Veemon, to me, would be the equivalent of Goku. Goku, to me, has a bit more personality than Superman, and that's what I felt Veemon had over Agumon, was a bit more personality. He was actually a comic relief, which was so fascinating at the time to me because I can't really name a lot of main characters that are comic relief. That doesn't happen very often, um, and is pulled off pretty well at the same time. Um, so that's why Veemon became one of my favorites, and I just sort of always saw him as a Goku kind of character. But the only other reason I liked him, even though it only happens in one episode, is that they actually tackled the relationship, the trifecta relationship, the triangle relationship that so many fans of Digimon will know of. That being Patamon, Veemon, and Gatomon in their relationship. And the one episode deals with Veemon being like, "Oh, I do like Gatomon because what's this? A Gatsumon? Oh, another one. Jesus." But yeah, they had the episode dealing with Veemon liking Gatomon, and then he like sees her hanging out with Patamon, and then he like has all these like dream visions of like, oh, I love you or something, And it was like a fan fiction, but like an actual episode at the same time. It was so weird to see. Oh, jeez, these guys are really tough. These guys are really tough. I might have to run away. Hmm. Ooh, how much damage is that gonna do? Yeah, I'm gonna run away for now. Uh, oh. Alright, let's try again. Uh, sorry if you heard the phone, by the way, but whatever, it's fine. Alright, let's, items. Uh, so I don't know, I had respect for that one episode because it was like something right out of a fan fiction brought to life. And the downside to that episode is that they never really went anywhere with it. And then, with the whole Digimon Try thing now being the sort of like reboot of Digimon, you had that beginning intro in the first movie where it looked like the main bad guy took them out for good so that they would not exist in the movie. So, I just decided to treat Digimon Try as it was, sort of this sort of separate universe or whatever you want to call it, like a separate timeline. That's how I see Digimon Try. And yeah, it does kind of in this timeline, Veemon, I guess, no longer exist or something. I don't know. I don't know, but that's just how it is sometimes. Flamo is about to level up, so uh, you know, there were those who always argued that Patamon was more compatible for Vima, I mean Gatomon, in the sense that I feel like they chose that more so because of their Digivolution states. How Gatomon turned into Angel Woman and Patamon turned into Angemon. But Veemon, on the other hand, as I mentioned, he was the one that actually had romantic feelings for Gatomon, and Patamon did not exhibit those. Oh no. So that's why I chose Veemon over Patamon in the whole love triangle debate, because, again, Veemon actually expressed romantic feelings, which I always found interesting in that season, because in season 3, and I wrote about this in an article once where I was like, do Digimon have not only genders, but I was also looking at, and I poorly read it at the time, but do Digimon have genders and then something else, but and the reason why that fascinated me, oh no, I forgot to heal up Agumon. The reason that always fascinated me because in season 3, Renamon says, you know, oh, Digimon don't have gender, even though later on in, uh, I forget what season it was in, but it was the one with Cutemon, and how he adamantly said that, like, oh, I'm a boy, he's so, like, determined to fight that whole not being a gender thing. So the way I interpreted Redamon's line, and some people even said that that line was poorly translated, but for the sake of argument, even if it wasn't, the way I took that line was Renamon is a Digimon that, to me, was never focused on that kind of stuff. For her, and yes, I do refer to her as her, but she never she never cared about the gender thing. Like that never bothered her because her character was always about being the best. And so she only interpreted Digimon to not have a gender, and that's just the way she worked. That's the way she functioned. That's the thing she believed. And then on the other hand, like I said, you have someone like Cutemon who adamantly wanted to say, I'm a boy, I have emotions, and stuff like that. So the way I interpreted that after looking at both cases was there's some Digimon that, highlight that sort of stuff, and there's some Digimon that simply don't care, like Renamon. And, when I look at the relationship, or attempt at a relationship, I should say, with Veemon and Gatomon, Veemon being the guy and Gatomon being the female, um, and then having those sort of jealous feelings about Patamon being there. And I think there are a few more examples of like Digimon also referring to each other as male, so that always kind of made it confusing until I started to think about it in the context of the specific Digimon, if that makes any sense. So again, Renamon being the one that's like, oh, I don't care. And there are probably other Digimon who probably just don't really care about that sort of stuff, and there are some Digimon that simply do. I think Veemon would fall under that category. I think more obviously Cutemon obviously did. And if I remember correctly, and it's been a while, so maybe someone hopefully will see this and correct me, but I believe when Takato made Gyumon, he kept referring to Gyumon as a he. Like, he kept saying, like, his dialogue was like, I want him to have this, and I want him to have that. Because Takato, if I remember correctly, he was the one that sort of technically made Gyumon. Like, that's such a unique thing. Like, going back to the whole, each Digimon has its own gimmick. Like, I mean, besides that, and then Digimon in that season also being a very strong competitor for like cards. And then there was the one where Digimon became fused with the humans, and then season two they fused with each other, but in specific ways. And then there was Digimon Fusion, where Digimon could just fuse all of them. So like there were so many different gimmicks throughout Digimon's entire history. Uh, Sorry about that. Sorry if the camera moves a bit, but that was always fascinating to me. Oh, 50%. Please be another Vima. Oh no. I wonder if fleeing and then coming back and then facing another Veemon means that 50% will still count. Hmm. Let's find out. Items. This beginning game is very centric on being staying around an area and then sort of farming your way out. But that's fine. I think Digimon World 3 has a very similar pattern to it where it's like the very beginning is tough and then there's like a smooth like transition into like that middle section that becomes tough again. And then the ending like there's like that one like it starts tough and then it starts to get really really easy. So I'm gonna see. I was looking at Veemon's thing because his thing was so high. It was like at 50%. I don't remember if there was a percent higher than his at the moment, so I apologize if I wasn't paying attention to that, but to the other ones anyway. Okay, so Hakumon's now also at 50. Oh, come on, give me a break. What's someone I want? Um, so I don't know. Digimon always had that fascination with gender to me. And I guess the takeaway is there was always like room for both ways of living. And if there was ever a theme song that really talked about that, it was the Digimon. Yep, 60. Okay, so that did count. So even if you run away, the percent counts, which is really cool. We're gonna fight him because I did not fight other guys, and I still want to level up, of course. Veemon very impactful in battle, able to take Agumon out almost there. Oof. There's something also about Veemon's design that I just like more than Agumon's. I don't know. There's something about his design. I don't know what it is. There's always that one thing. You're just always like, I don't know. But I like it. Who knows? Maybe Veemon will return in one way or another. I mean, in Digimon Tri, and Pilgrimon ended up being a bad guy. I think, in one of them. I'm running out of items here. Whoops, I chose the wrong Digimon. Ugh, my bad. So we'll walk around a bit. See if we get another Veemon here. Dang it. Let's see what else has been happening. Movies and video games. So the two video games that I'm aware of that are coming out, or at least one of them is there's like a Digimon reboot game coming out for the PS4 that was out before. Oh, now Armadillomon's surpassing him. I'm not too big a fan of Armadillomon. Not much as a fan. But I mean, I guess he did help Cody that one time with the whole water thing. Like, I'm scared of water. And then Armadillomon had that water Digimon type. Um, let's see what we got here. Yes. Come on, just give me like two Veemons instead of one. That's what I would love to see. I don't think they would give like three Veemons or three Digimon yet. Oh, at least he attacked the strongest Digimon in my group. That's good. And what's so weird about this, and at least for me, is that in other games, Veemon surprisingly is usually one of the harder Digimon to get. I think they did try to fix that in Digimon Cyber Sleuth a bit, even though it still took me forever personally. Like it was still easy, But his thing in Digimon World 3 was so like convoluted. It was like, oh, you have to go through all this stuff, and then you have to have a certain level Digimon, or it could be a group of Digimon, but they all had to be like a certain level combined. And if it wasn't like that, then he wouldn't be there or something like that. It's been way too long, so I don't even remember what the level was or whatever the specific details were. Yikes, 42. I think I'm gonna try to buy more items, like more armor or whatever it is that makes it easier to not get hit for as much damage. Oh, come on. And then I'm gonna stock up on healing items more. There we go. Come on, Veemon. Show me your grooves. Raha. Dang it. Alright, I guess I'll just fight him. I mean, I don't want to waste too much MP though, but big damage. Monojamon's pretty cool too, but the problem with Monojamon, at least in the movie, was that they gave him the same voice and personality as Veemon. I think, if I remember correctly, they did that. And like the way I would interpret Monojamon based solely on his Digimon line was that he would be more of the strong, silent type, like ninja esque type, because his line of Digimon is that pretty much essentially 80%. We're getting there, guys. Fight. Alright, it looks like Agumon and Gatomon are finally level 10. Still a long way from. Oh, I can actually see the level of the Digimon I'm fighting. I didn't even recognize that until now. So Veemon's level 15, so that indicates to me that I should be level 15. At least. Alrighty. I felt stupid because I didn't think to actually look that way and think about, like, oh, why am I getting hit for so much damage? Well, no, it just seems super obvious, doesn't it? But the experience is starting to be smaller and smaller items. Let's look at what we got. I have three of these, and then these are MP stuff. Oh, I should have went one over. Oh well. I don't know why that keeps happening, but well, whatever. Why it keeps pausing like that. Anywho, let's look around. Yes, give me another Veemon. Why does the phone keep ringing on me? Ugh, jeez, what a terrible day. I apologize for that sorrowful thing that we all have to deal with, or at least I have to deal with. I kind of just wish that I had a place to record on my own. That would just save me so much time and so much effort. Please be a Veemon. Dang it. Forcing me to flee like this. How cruel of you. And stuff. And I'm talking because I can hear the answering machine, and I don't know if that will pick up or not. I I highly think that the phone will. Oh, jeez. What a terrible situation I have found myself in. Please be successful. Ugh, come on. Party flee. Flee, flee, flee. Thank you. I actually like Hakumon's design in this too. I mean, generally, I think he's okay. And I'm going overtime. Well, let's not. Oh, yes. Ooh. Well, now they're just being too kind. Alright. Well, we're gonna flee anyway. Fled successful. Well, thank you, video game. Alright, alright. Let's go over here and do that. And we're back. Sorry about that short pause, but that's fine. I'm gonna head over and try to find the Digimon lab. I think it is over this way, question mark? I don't know, man. I just don't know. That's not it. But well, since I am here, whoops. I did not mean to do that. A bit too early for that. Who sells healing items? Uh, Also buy one of those. What do you buy or sell, I should say? Ah, equipment. That's what I'm gonna need. But I wasted all my money, so we'll get that next time in the next episode. For now, we're gonna find where to go to obtain a Digimon. Let's go this way, maybe? Uh, I will give this game the truest criticism of this game has a very confusing uh, start Digilab. Digi-convert, I believe, is what I'm looking for. And of course, we're going to pick Veemon. Yes. Ooh. Cutscene of the Digivolution thing going on there. Veemon is born. Nice. And it shrinks all the way back to 0% regardless. Okay. Gotcha. Let's see. Take a little inspiration from Digimon's Cyber Sleuth. I'll keep the name Vivi for now. There we go. I don't know if there's a Digimon rename thing, but whatever, that's fine. And we'll go back. Huh? Alright. Let's look at our thing. Digimon. Did he go into the Digimon farm? Where is he? Digimon list. Digimon bank. Okay. Move. Huh. Oh, there we go. Hold on. Aha! Well, that was a little bit confusing, but that worked out nicely. And it's still, let me see something. Digimon. Why is he back there? Guys, this has been Thomas Cecily Jr., aka Mustache Tom, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!